Okay, it's supposed to be live. Can we hear each other? Okay, it's supposed to be live. Can we hear each other? Okay, we're good and ready to go. My hair is a mess, but we're gonna go over that. I mean, skim over that. Okay, let's begin. God, that's not a clear image. Focus on me. What's going on? Focus. Can you turn the brightness setting down by 1 on the light? The light's not on. I forgot to turn the light on. Hold on. Let's turn on the light. 1 second. Is that better? It will take 30 minutes, 30 seconds for it to, what's the word I'm looking for? The lag. So people will notice 30 seconds from now. Let's see. For some reason, oh yeah, I forgot to change the settings so the lag is smaller, but I don't want to compromise on the, God's sake, I don't compromise on the quality of the image. 1 second. Okay, let's begin. Let's just have a quick look at how many people are here. 4 people. Okay, let's begin. Yesterday I made the mistake of making notes on the wrong book, and I'm still kind of emotionally exhausted from that. So today we're going to start off with a little bit of Latin, and depending on how I feel, then we can move on to make notes on the correct book from yesterday. The brightening setting a little bit lower. Is that okay? Hold on, will this make it better? No, hold on, I'm going to turn that back up. I think maybe one more. Anyway, we will catch up with them in a second. Right, so today we will be learning Latin. I can either do some questions, or I could read through the text and then do questions. we'll read through the text and let's see how I'm going to do this. God's sake. Let's have you over there. Yes. And let's have that there. Do this. And off we go. So Latin is quite an annoying language, just like English. And let's see how far back we're going to go. Ooh. Chapter 32 to 40. Could we do that? That seems quite difficult. Chapter 32, Passive Voice, Agent and Means. Okay, we'll do a few of those chapters. Let's try to do 5. Okay, what's a reasonable place to stop? We can stop at chapter 35, so do about 4 here, and then call it a day. Anyway, let's begin. How the hell do I start? God's sake. I'm all over the place. I bought like 20-50 magnets so I can like stick all the pages that I need to be aware of on the walls and stuff to make it more helpful, because I need to look at this page, this page, this page, this page, this page, this page, and for God's sake, all these pages when I'm deciphering Latin. And that's not even all the pages because I'm lazy and I didn't write enough notes up until now. Okay, let's close this cursed book and start reading from Learn Latin from the Romans by Eleanor Dickey. And I've got a dictionary to hand just to help me. And off we go. Okay. Is this working? Where's the mouse? Okay, it is working. For God's sake. Chapter 32. Passive voice. Fuck's sake. Agent and means. Okay. Another note that I've got from the people I live with is, have I considered soundproofing? So I need to keep it down. But am I gonna? Okay. 32.1 active versus passive. So far, almost all the verb forms we have seen have been in an active voice. That is, they have indicated action done by the subject. It is also possible for a verb to be passive. That is, to indicate action done to the subject. We have seen this with the perfect principle in chapters 6, 23 and 24, comparing the following. Oh, I should probably write this down. Okay. So, let's see. Draw. Active. Passive. He loves. He is loved. He will love. Yes, that's he will be loved. He loved. Can you guess what the next one is? He was loved. And let's see if I can do that. He has loved. God damn, it's a razor. And that's going to be he has been loved. Okay. So basically what you're saying is, in the active, the subject is doing the action. So in this point, he loves, he will love, he loved, he has loved. In the passive, somebody else is doing something to the subject. So, excuse me, he is loved by someone else, he will be loved by someone else, he was loved by someone else, he has been loved. Makes sense? I wish there was a better way for me to organise this shit. In all these pairs of sentences, the same person is the subject of the same verb in the same tense, but because one element of their pair is active and the other passive, the meaning is very different. Verb endings for the passive. In Latin, regular verbs form their passives by conjugating like deponent verbs. Deponent verbs do not have any passives at all. Another way of thinking about this situation is that the ending you have already learned for the deponent verbs are the passive verb endings, and the deponent verbs are verbs that take passive endings in the active, and that therefore cannot have a passive. So the passive system of the tenses we have so far seen is shown in the table on the following page. I've taken a printout of that page. The point is, there's something called deponent verbs. They look passive in the way that they're written, but they're actually active. It's just something Latin gives you to keep it more interesting. Now I need to find where I actually put the table. Oh, message. Okay. Is that? Yes, okay. I got it print it out, we can move on. Do I need to bother with this? I suppose it wouldn't hurt. Okay, now I don't need to bother with that. Expression of agency and means. A passive verb often, but by no ways always, has an agent that is an indication of who does the action, usually expressed with by in English. The agent in the passive construction is in some ways equivalent to the subject in the active construction. For the following pairs of the sentences have very similar meanings. Okay, so this just continues what we are learning. Yeah, let's see. Okay, let's where the frick is it? Okay, I feel like one of those teachers who knows their subject but can't work a computer. Expressions of agency and mean. Yes, I know my handwriting is awful, but this is the best you're gonna get for now. Come on, come on. For fuck's sake. Come on. Okay, there. No. Okay, there we are. Active, passive, he loves her. I'm not going to bother writing all these out. Now the passive would be she is loved by him. Ignore the fact that the arrow looks like a bee. Subject loves object. This is the same thing. The subject is being loved by, hold on. The object is being loved by the subject. I'm uncomfortable referring to the her and the she as object, but you get what I mean. Let's do another one. So he will love her. Now, without looking at the book, she will be loved by him. Okay. We'll get to some actual Latin in a moment. This is just like examples made easy. We have already seen the main agent construction in Latin, a or ab plus ablative, This construction is used when the agent is a person or an inanimate being. So the pairs of sentences could be expressed in Latin as the following. Okay. So this is the Latin version. Active am hamat, and this means he loves her. And then passive is amator ab io. That bit means to love. Oh wait, hold on, let me just write the English. She is loved by him. Okay. Amat mean to love or to, hold on. Let me just double check this. Yes. No. Yes. The amat mean he loves, and em means her. And this bit, amator means loved by. No, sorry, it means is love. Ab means by, and io means him. But because of the tur, it's feminine, so it's she is loved by him. Hope you can see my cursor. Is that it? God damn, one chapter down already. Let's just see what we got. Okay. I need to stop calling my audience sad for watching me. Anyway. Chapter 33. Result clauses. So far we have seen 3 types of subordinate clauses. I realize saying the words we have seen when it should be I have seen. Anyway, so far we have seen 3 types of subordinate clause, taking the subjunctive, purpose clause, indirect commands, and fear clauses. A 4th type is a result clause, which indicates the result of an action expressed in the main verb. Like the 3 types of subjunctive clauses already seen, result clauses follow sequence of tenses. The present subjunctive is used if the main verb is in the primary tense, and the imperfect subjunctive if it is in historical tense. That is worth noting down. For God's sake. present. I will explain what this means as soon as I write it down. Present subjunctive is used if main verb is a primary tense. Imperfect subjunctive if in this historic tense. Basically, if the main verb is in the primary tense, which I assume means present tense, then the present subjunctive is also present. Let's see if I can find a good example of this. So, the animal is so big that we cannot bury it. The animal, present tense. Sorry, the animal is so big, that's the present tense. And the result of that is we cannot bury it, which is also present. Now let's find one which is in the historic tense. We have I was praised to such an extent that I wanted to flee. So I was praised to such an extent, historic, that I wanted to flee is imperfect. Imperfect means past, but the past hasn't been resolved. Unlike the perfect, which is the past which has been resolved. At least I think that's how it works. Anyway, that was easy. We're really going through this quite quickly. Okay. Chapter 33.2. Distinguishing Wow, that's really bad handwriting. Clauses. I don't know if that made it. Come on. Yeah, that's good enough. Come on, you bastard. Okay. Da-na-na-na. All types of subordinate clause with subjunctives that we have seen so far. Alright, this bit. This is just a table to describe what we've seen so far, or what I've seen so far. Let's make some more space. More space. Fuck. Okay. Construction. I'm just gonna write result clause vehicles in direct command and then purpose clause. And then, is there a way for me to change this? Let's try that. Or could I do straight lines? There we are. It's like being at school again. Go a bit further. Further. That way. That's enough. Yes. No, I don't want grey. Come on. What the fuck is this? Okay, back we go. Okay. Tam. It says verb of fearing. Well, no shit. Verb of fearing. And then here it's verb of asking. And purpose. None. There are no clues. Oot. Ne. Oot. Oot. These are how to write them. So if you want to write a result clause or fear clause, you would have to use one of these. It's worth mentioning that let's just do, that's the positive, and this is the negative. So it's oot dot 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 noon or noon, and then for this one it's oot or ne dot dot noon, and here it's just ne. So let's do some examples. Let me just get rid of, okay, result clause. What's a result clause? He is so frightened that he is fleeing. That's a result. Negative would be he's so brave that he is not fleeing. Fake clause can be I'm afraid I might die. And more chillingly, the negative could be I'm afraid that I won't die. Indirect command is I'm asking you to do my bidding. And the negative, I suppose, would be I didn't ask you to do that. Purpose is I'm calling him so that he might come. And the negative is I am not calling him so he won't come. I don't know. Okay, we're good with that. I need to print this page out. I'll just make a note of it and then do it in my own time. Okay. If you have any questions, feel free to say, or just anything interesting. The fourth and fifth declension uses of the ablative, that is chapter 34. Okay. We can quickly skim through this one because there isn't a whole lot of meat in this, much like the burgers at McDonald's. Fourth, fifth declension uses of the ablative. The ablative are when you have a noun and it's written in the ablative, that means it's by the noun or from the noun or of the noun. So if I were to say the teacher, and if it was an ablative, i.e. it was teacher, but it had an A ending or an O ending, it would be by the teacher, from the teacher, or of the teacher. Moving on. Oh, Thomas. God damn it. Do I need to do this? No, I just print it out. Because I can't be asked to copy out 1, 2, 3 different tables. Print. I know they said I have to learn this, so should I at least try? Okay. Step mean in the fourth declension is as follows: gradus, gradus, gradum, gradus, gradui, gradu, and in the plural it's gradus, 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 gradum, gradimbus, gradimbus. Neuter is gentu, 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 gentus, gentu, gentu. And the plural of that is gentua, 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 gentuum, gentibus, and gentibus. Stop laughing. Okay, that's kind of funny. Fifth declension. This is matter. Fine. Res, res, rem, re, re, re. And the plural of thing is res, 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 rerum, rebus, rebus. And day in Latin is DS, 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 DM, DAD, or what should I say? DAE, DA, then it's DA. And then for the plural of days, it's Dias, 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 Diarum, Diabus, Diabus. And then for home or house is the singular is domus, domus, domum, domi, domu, domo, and plural is domus, domus, domos, domorum, domibus, and domibus. Great, we can move on. Let's see, is there still anyone here? Okay, someone else still watching. Okay. Ablative of means with active verbs. Fuck me dead. Ablative. Oh. Okay, no, fuck that. Actually. Now that I've written all this, what do I do? Do I print it out? No. Waste of paper. Ablative of means with active verbs. Let me just do a little bit of. There we are. Okay. Ablative means, namely the ablative used without a preposition, to designate a thing that carries out an action of a passive verb. As milites saxes in pediuntur, the soldiers are hindered by the stones, recalls that this ablative of means is different from the ablative of agent with a or ab, which is used when a person carries out an action of a verb, of a passive verb. Milites ab hostibus in pediuntur, the soldiers are hindered by the enemy. Okay, so let's rewind. So basically, if let's write it down. A ab I need to pause for a second. I seem to The perils of being a live streamer. Anyway, back we go. Okay, so a/ab, when it's used with the ablative, is used when using people not used when using objects. Oh, no, for objects. There we are. Anything good? Nope. 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 Okay. Ablative of a complement. Ablative of a complement. Is this the last page? Ooh, okay. The last page of this chapter, and then I'll do another chapter, and then we can read that book that I was supposed to read. Oh, this. Whoever designed this pen made it so the eraser button is right on the side where your thumb or fingers go, and instead of putting it on the end like a normal person. Now, why aren't you working? No, 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 fuck, no. What's going on? Work. Okay. Ablative of right. This bit is important. Not to say that other bits aren't, but anyway. When translating from English to Latin, it is important to distinguish this with the use of with to identify the means by which something is done. Normally an object. Example, I fixed it with string. Strange. My phone just registered that I said, hello Bixby. Just a second. And here we are again. It's taken 5 minutes to do this bit. Hmm. When translating from English to Latin, it is important to distinguish this use with to identify the means by which something is done. Example, I fixed it with string. From the use of with for a complement, normally a person. Example, I came with my friends. This latter with is Latin cum, cum, plus ablative. The ablative of a complement rather than the ablative of means. Thus, cum mincis hostes gladis opugavimus can be translated, along with our friends, we attacked the enemy with swords. Note, in particular, the difference between cum ego pugnavi, I fought with him, he and I had a fight, versus gladio pagnavi, I fought with a sword, e.g. I used a sword to fight. If a Roman had said cum gladio pugnavi, he would have been implying that his sword had come to life and fought on its own. Of course, it is also necessary to distinguish the by, that would be an ablative of means, one followed by the immediate object, inanimate object, from the by, that would be an ablative of agent and therefore acquire a slash ablative in Latin. A simple rule that will work almost all the time is that with and by are equivalent in Latin, in the Latin ablative without a preposition when the object is a thing. But when the object is a person, they are equivalent to cum. I don't get that, but fine. In an hour, pretty much, maybe less, we've done chapter 32, 33, and 34. Okay. Chapter 35. I just noted. Hold on. Alright. Come on. Oh, the one time I want the eraser, it doesn't switch on. I just get rid of this. Na, 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 na. Okay. Fuck's sake. Chapter 35. Time and place. 35.1. The locative. No, I can't. No, that's terrible. The locative. In addition to the 6 regular cases, Latin has a locative case. The locative case is used instead of in plus the ablative to express location, but only with certain words, including domus and the names of cities and towns. But only, because the locative has no endings that are uniquely its own, and because most words do not have a locative case, the locative case is not traditionally learned as part of the noun paradigm. Nevertheless, it is necessary to know how to recognize and to form locatives for those words that have them. The rule for formation is that for words of first and second declension, the locative is the same as the genitive in the singular and the same as the ablative in the plural. For words of other declension, the locative is always the same as the ablative. Okay, what that means is famous places like Rome, London, Athens, Carthage, Corinth, and your home have specific endings, whereas other places, like generic places, like and farm and a field, wouldn't have a locative because it's just like a generic place, unless you call it home, I suppose. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Can we do draw ink to text, ink to maths? Well, that's interesting. So if I do, okay, we're getting distracted, but just give me a second. Let's see. Y equal, is it ax squared plus bx plus c? God damn. So if I do draw and I do ink to math, oh, do I have to write in here? Alright, what's this? Oh, I have to write it in here. Y equal ax squared plus bx plus c. Oh, it does do it. Okay, let's get rid of this. If I wrote my name is Gaprate and then went draw ink to text. Oh my god, it got it. It got it. Okay. Oh my fucking god, that's terrible. Let's is there a way to go back? Please go back. Control Z. Oh no, it's not working. Oh, thank god. But it's nice to know I have the function. Come on. Okay, back to work. What is this sentence saying? So, certain places have locative names. First slash second declension locatives is the same as the Genitive singular and same as the ablative in the plural. Okay. Third, fourth, fifth declension locatives is always always the same as the ablative. Same as the ablative. The admission of ad and ab. Words that take the allotment also take without to express. Okay. Words that take a locative instead of in plus ablative also take the accusative without a preposition to express motion towards. Right, okay. Is this the last bit? Fuck no, okay. This is the last chapter, but it's quite chunky. Chapter 35.3 omission of ad and ab. Locative words can also take the accusative, which basically means the object, with, oh, for fuck's sake, where is it? Without a preposition. To express motion towards. There, we're done there. Accusative of extent. Wait a second. Oh, God damn it. This is to command. Chapter 35.3. Accusative of extent. You can tell the more that we go on, the more less arsed I'm getting. The accusative can also be used without a preposition in a completely different function to express the extent in time or space. In this usage, it is often translatable with for in English. Like the locative and other prepositionless constructions just discussed, this one is not restricted to particular words. It can be used in any expression. So, I shall be in Rome for a few days. I ruled for many years. Okay, let's continue. Pocos días romeros. So, pocos días romero, which means I shall be in Rome for a few days. And multos annos rexit. Multos annos rexit. And this means he ruled for many years. He ruled for many years, which is uncharacteristic given the times we're learning about. In Latin, most people didn't rule for many years. Okay. Chapter 35.4. Ablative of time. Ablative of time. Sounds cooler than it is. Similarly, the ablative can be used without a preposition to indicate the time when or within which something happens. Again, there is no restrictions on particular words. These ablatives are usually translated on, or in, or within. Sort of bitch in Punjabi, because that also means on or in or within. Happens again. Okay, so this one is ablative time. Ilo die Romam Ibo, which is Ilo die Romam Ibo And that translates to I shall go to Rome on that day. I shall go to Rome on that day. Okay, so this is a bit more specific than the accusative of event that we covered a few minutes ago. Let's do another one. Paucis dibus Romam ibo. Paucis dibus Romam ibo. I shall go to Rome for a few days. I shall go to Rome on... No, sorry. In a few days. Oh, hello. This entire thing can also be translated, oh, for God's sake, can be translated as I shall go to Rome within a few days. I shall go to Rome within a few days. So let's just compare this and that. Can I just make it wider? There we are. Okay, accusative of extent is I shall be in Rome for a few days, and the ablative time is I shall go to Rome on that day. What's the difference? I really need to stop farting on. I shall be in Rome for a few days. That's saying the person I am in Rome for a certain amount of time. The other one saying I will go to Rome on that day, or I shall go to Rome in a few days. Okay, so the extent is I'm describing to what extent of time something happened, and this one is saying a specific time on which an event has happened. So this is a few days, many years, whereas this is saying on that day. Well, I'm not sure about this bit. Shall go to for a few days. Okay, moving on. Oh, hold on, have I made a mistake? I shall go to Rome on that day. Yeah, that's about right. Okay. Distinguishing different ablatives. I'm just going to print this out because I don't have time for that. Print. The next page is Roman numerals, but that's quite easy. Do I print it? No, it's not even worth it. And we're done. We just covered... Have we really just covered 32. Okay, we're done with that. We can move on to the book. Zoom in, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom in. Why can't I zoom? Okay, draw, lasso. Okay, let's just. What the frick? Come on. What the fuck? Let me do this. Maybe if I use. It won't let me shrink it. Come on. Lasso. Let's go again. Let's do a smaller bit. Fuck it. I can't be asked. And. Okay. Done with that. I'm not sure how to do the next bit. File. Open. Roman world. Oh my god. I didn't do that much. Well, it's okay. Let's continue. Let's go to view. 100% or page width. Let's zoom out a little bit. There we are. Actually, let's go back. God damn, I write big. Okay, now I need to find the actual book we were supposed to be looking at. Is this it? No. No. Where's the book? Is this the book? No. 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 What the fuck? Where is it? Found it. Yes. Can I download? Go. Log in. Downloading the book. PDF. Loan off. Okay. Download. I'm using my own computer. Continue. Three days. Download your book. Okay, downloading. It's. I don't know. Just open it. Are you serious? I can't. Okay, I need to download a special program in order to view it. This is such bullshit. What was the Adobe thing that I had to download? I could print it. How many pages is it? 78. Not worth it. Although, no. Oh, what is the fucking software? Adobe. Oops, I was not supposed to press that. Adobe. Let's just have a look at Adobe products. It's like a PDF, but without the freedom. Because basically they're stopping me from trying to take their work. So I have to download this shitty product, Adobe Scan. This is some bullshit. Come on. Installed. Adobe Digital Editions. Bullshit. Continue in the UK. Windows version. Okay. Yes. I accept license agreement. Well, really, I don't have a choice. Start menu shortcut. No. Desktop shortcut. Fine. Quick launch. No. Let's go. Get Norton for free. No, thank you. Are we done? Yeah, we're done. Okay. File. Read. Oh, this is such bullshit. Add to library. Download. What the fuck is this? What day is it today? The 28th. Okay. Let's download this again. Okay. Where is it being saved? In downloads, okay. Oh, for fuck's sake. Opening. Vendor login. What is this? I just want to read the fucking document. I don't know what my vendor login is. I want to authorize my computer without an ID. Go. Authorize. Done. Fulfilling the Romans. And we're in. Finally. Now, how do I do split screen for you guys? Just 1 second. Okay. Back. Add source. Screen capture, Windows capture, monitor capture. We'll be lazy and do that. And then I'll do that. If I close this, will you be able to see me? Oh my god. Better. Okay, let's close that. And then I'll have that in this. Hope you guys can see this. Zoom out, zoom out. Okay. Yeah. That should be about okay. Now, chapter 1 on the correct fucking book. Let's go. At least this time you guys can follow along. Go back into pen mode. Draw. Yeah. Okay. The fuck. Stupid prick who made this dumbass design for a stylus. The Romans and intro. You could tell I'm don't have the patience right now. Let's see. Chapter 1: Origins of Rome. Foundations, legends, and their stories. Aeneas arrives in Italy. Virgil and the Trojan War. The story of Romulus. Livy on the founding of Rome. Rome, center of the universe. Etruscan influence. Rome under the kings as city of mud. But the reading. Let's see. So that's about 21 pages we have to get through. Da-da-da-da. Acknowledgements. Readers beware. I know, we don't have any contemporary sources from the time of Rome's founding. Our literature is hundreds of years after the founding of Rome, written by people, some of which who have agendas, I suppose. Okay. There's Alba Longa. Origins of Rome. Oh, this is annoying because you guys can read it and you'll know when I'm cheating. Okay. Chapter 1: Origins. Okay. Rome, the city that would become the center of the vast empire, was not built in a day. It took the better part of a millennium for it to reach its apex, and then several more centuries to evolve and to deteriorate into a series of smaller empires. The period of time between the foundation of the city in 753 BC to the ultimate destruction of her empire, for the purposes of this work, on the death of the last Western emperor Romulus Augustus in AD 476, spans nearly 1,250 years. To put this era in perspective, roughly the same amount of time elapsed between the actual fall of Rome, the actual form of the Roman Empire, and the publication of the modern era's first comprehensive history of Roman civilization. Edward Gibbon's The Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire, published in the same year as the American Declaration of Independence was signed, 1776. That the Romans continued to play a crucial role as a benchmark for the success and failures of modern society, both in Gibbon's time and today, demonstrate the power and influence that the legacy of the Rome continues to have in Western society. Just checking. Okay. In the past, Rome has been viewed as merely imitators of the Greek culture. Hold on a second. Okay, this is where I try to cheat. Let's go. Okay, maybe I could do this. Opening attachments could harm your computer and data. Don't open this unless you trust the person. Okay. Ah. Hold on. Can I print? Print? Find printer. Preferences. Portrait. Can I not print the file or the PDF? Print. Virtual printing is not allowed. Oh. Right. No cheating. But the problem is, I don't know what to write. This is all good information, but honestly, okay. In the... Hold on. Let's try cheating again. Oh, I can see. Okay, no cheating because I've got my thing open and you guys can see. In the past, Romans have been viewed as merely imitators of the Greek culture, which reached its zenith between the start of the 5th century BC, the beginning of democracy, and the Persian Wars. Democracy. I mean, it wasn't really a democracy because slaves, poor people, women weren't given the right to express their views. So it's not really a democracy. It was more an oligarchy because it was being controlled by the I can't say the word. Aristocracy. However, this type of comparison often falls apart upon closer inspection. To examine how Rome adapted aspects of the Greek culture from its mythical foundations in the Trojan Wars to its laws, public buildings, and foreign policy is to see how Rome acted as an innovator. From the very beginning, Romans sought to define themselves as distinct from those who had come before. Many modern concepts of Roman culture or Latin language has been taken from the late Republic, early Imperial period, the 1st century BC, 2nd century AD, as a time which falls more than 700 years after the founding of the city. Early Roman Italy was, like colonial America, defined primarily as a melting pot of different cultures, languages that made up its people, such as the Etruscans. It is doubtful that many, or indeed any, of these early settlers could have seen themselves as Roman. The Roman era is generally divided up into 3 parts based on the type of government. The regal period extends from the founding of the city in 753 to the expulsion of the last Etruscan king by Lucius Junius Brutus. That is the same Brutus that's Julius Caesar's Brutus, the guy who kills him in 510 BC. Oh, when I say same Brutus, I mean in the same family line. Anyway. The Republic lasted from 509 until 27 BC. The date Octavian assumed his title as Augustus as well as numerous constitutional powers, making him effectively the first emperor. Augustus did not formally spell the end of the Republic. In fact, he claimed to have restored it. However, when his extraordinary powers were passed on to his successor, Tiberius, in 14 AD, imperial rule appears firmly established. This system of government lasted until 476, when Romulus Augustus, the last Western emperor, was deposed by a German mercenary who did not take the title emperor but preferred to rule as king. The decision is often seen by scholars as a testament to the importance that the term emperor had acquired. The eastern part of the Roman Empire based at Constantinople or Byzantium carried on as an independent political entity into the Middle Ages until the city fell to the Turks and the Ottoman Empire in 1453. But isn't that far long ago? I mean, it is, but it's not that long ago compared to 509 BC, when the Republic turned into Augustus's empire. Okay. Foundations, legends, and their stories. There are two key events in the mythological foundation of Rome: the arrival of the Trojan hero Aeneas in Italy in 1200 BC, plus or minus 50 years, depending on which date one accepts for the Trojan War, and the founding of the city by Romulus on the 21st of April 753 BC. The gap of 500 years between these two events is largely undocumented, and although Virgil and others have sought evidence of a Greek foundation, the 5 wretched shards of Mycenaean pottery found in Latium did not make for a compelling argument. Archaeological studies have reached hilltop settlements on the Capitoline, Palatine, and Quirinal hills, one of the 7 hills of Rome, as well as burials in the Forum and the Esquiline hill from the 10th century BC. While the approximate date of the city's foundation is well documented as the starting point of Livy's history, ab urbe condita, on the founding of the city, our evidence for this period is limited. A dirt wall, a monumental gate, and a series of huts and pens for livestock on the Palatine support the concept of defined agrarian-based settlement, not necessarily a thriving metropolis. Perhaps what is most informative about these mythological foundations is the observing how Romans chose to represent their city and their culture. To understand the function and meaning of these mythological events, we must first consider the sources from which they came. The accounts of these foundation myths, which represent some of the earliest works of Latin literature, date to the 3rd century BC, 500 years after the foundation of the city and nearly a millennium after the arrival of Aeneas. This was the time when Latin began to emerge as the lingua franca of Italy, and Rome began its accumulation of a global empire, extending its reach into modern Sicily, Sardinia, and Corsica. Early authors such as Fabius Pictor, mid and late 3rd century BC, who began his history with Aeneas' arrival in Latium, wrote that Greek and relied upon earlier Greek sources, which survive either in fragmentary form or as references in later authors. So we must turn again to the foundation myth accounts written in the 1st century BC, between 5 and 11 centuries after the events in question. Similar difficulties pervade the studies of the Norse colonization in the Americas, where the events of the 11th century were not recorded until the 15th century, and these accounts were not the subject to further scholarship until the 19th century and 12th centuries. In both cases, modern science and archaeology can corroborate some aspects of the settlements, but other elements have been disproven and numerous fakes and forgeries exposed in the process. Finding the truth is always more difficult when there is a particular version that people want to believe. Nevertheless, although facts and evidence may be scant, these tales make for a thrilling adventure, and its virtue was not lost upon Roman writers. I am tired as fuck. Give me a second. I need some sort of sustenance. How much longer? I'm already on page 3. I shouldn't have ate so much. I've been going for 1 hour 45 minutes. This might be the most boring video so far. I need some Red Bull. No, I won't have any today. Although Titius Livius or Livy 59 BC to 1780 and Virgil 17 to 19 BC are often classed as a historical and a poet. Respectively, these distinctions, like those of the church and state, are always not so clearly drawn in the ancient world. The Roman world was much more interdisciplinary in terms of politics and the arts. In addition to writing an epic poet, the Aeneid, Virgil wrote a treatise, uh, treat- treatise, who knows, on farming. Livy, an Italian-trained scholar from Padua, devoted his life to research which was more extensive than that of many of his predecessors who tended to be retired politicians in Rome looking for a hobby. Both men sought to impress a powerful figure, Augustus, and rather than composing an accurate account of the past for the present, they wrote with a sense of predis- predestination, tracing Rome's recent triumphs to the past, tying in with Augustus's new moral legislation on traditional family values. These stories sought to illustrate quintessentially Roman values in the city's prodigious ancestors. The resulting works are fantastic mythical tales that abound with moral messages and allusions to Rome's imminent glory. Aeneas's arrival in Italy, Virgil and the Trojan Wars. Okay, I think I might need a break. Yeah, I'm gonna need a break. Okay, I'll take a break. What should I do in the meantime? Play a game? Let's see what else is going on. I'll take a 10-minute break and continue afterwards. Let's talk about something in the meantime. I was thinking about watching a lecture with you guys, but two problems. One, I can't get the sound to work, so the sound from the videos to go into this streaming software so you guys can hear. Excuse me. And also, I don't think I have permission to do this. I think I might get in trouble unless I could figure out another way to do it. Yes, I could do it. I could use my second laptop as a source such that it sends its output to this computer, and I could turn it into a source. Maybe we can watch that. I guess that's for next time. Probably tomorrow. This is how I watch lectures. Is there nothing else that I could talk about? You know what? I'm gonna get snacks. See you soon. And I'm back. Okay, so I sort of turned back to the dark side after going days without this. I'm bringing it back. Red Bull and party wings. I've had like 500 calories worth of biscuits yesterday alone, and my plan is to finish these by today as well. Okay. Ooh, comment. Have you tried TJ Pete's? No, that's not it. Play a game. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Why won't you let me minimize? Okay. We can play Shadow of the Tomb Raider or F1. F1's easier, but Tomb Raider, I feel like you all enjoy it more. Let's go with Tomb Raider. Need to find my controller. Oh, I found it. Oh, there's another problem. The sound. I don't know how to add the sound. Add source. Mono. Anyway, let me find the wire to make this happen. Actually, I'll put it to a vote. Message me if you want Shadow of the Tomb Raider or if you want F1. Just gonna plug this in. Oh god. Okay. We're in. Okay. Despite popular opinion, I'm going with F1 because I don't actually want to get too distracted and, you know, go over time. Desktop. How do I do this? Let's just click on this. Oh, okay. Someone said shadows. Okay, fine. Shadows. Is it opening? Okay, it's going. Let me just quickly change. No. No. What's this? Okay, not that. Add source. Game. Auto detect. And get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. Options. presets high. Play. Shit. Oh shit, this is going to turn my computer into a toaster. I need to get all my shit off of it. Okay. Allow, yeah, that's fine. Come on. Come on. I don't know if you guys can see this, hold on. Okay, so you guys can see the game, but you guys can't see me. Shit. Let me just do this. Better. Okay. Let's begin. I haven't played this game in ages. Let's do new. No, I said that was continue, wasn't it? God damn it. Nah, fuck this. I can't remove the controls. Okay. Oh my god. Hold on. Okay, so you guys probably can't hear the sound. So this is probably like... Jeez, I'm gonna die. How do I zoom out? God damn. Someone's thick. Anyway, come on. Can you guys message me if there is sound? Other than my voice? Oh, shit, I'm lost already. Okay, let's just go. Oh, fuck me dead. Fuck me dead. Fuck me dead. Oh, fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. Run, run. No sound, bit laggy as well. Okay, let's review. Options. How do I'm gonna have to exit to main menu. Okay. 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 Let's try to fix this. What's this? Okay. How do I get desktop audio? Something's happening with the sound. This is such bullshit. Audio's gone a bit wonky. Great. Give me a second. Still wonky. This is some bullshit. One second. Let's see what I can do about it. Fuck. Audio is very crackly. Thank you. We might need to call it a day at this point. Audio preview. What is sound system? Oh wait, hold on, I can do this. None. Anything now? Come on, say something. Still wonky. Okay. Okay. Still wonky? I guess it's still wonky. Audio, video, synchronization. It just sounds like I'm constantly farting. I am usually this is taking the piss. Okay. Now I should be able to hear myself. Still bad. Thank you. Fucking hell, this is awful. Yeah, I don't know what just happened. We're running up 17 FPS? Yeah, you can't. All my fingers are wave. None. Default. Suppress noise. Noise gate. Okay. Still bad. Oh, what have I done? That's Do you want to say changes for frozen stock? No, because I didn't do anything. We've been running for about 2 hours now. Still bad. Now you can't hear me. Oh, you can. This makes no sense. Can you maybe hear me now? Okay. We've been recording for now nearly, or rather streaming for 2 hours and 7 minutes. I'm going to call it a day, and we'll pick up tomorrow, and probably game. We'll game, and I'll finish this one chapter. And where's my microphone? Connecting to hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Yeah, it's not bad. Built in? Built in? No? Okay. Anyway. We'll call it a day. I will test how to game, and hopefully have the sound with me. And above that, we'll do some work, figure out a way for us to share together, and to see how things affect how we're doing. Anyway, thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.